Hi.
Okay, worst Kirby impression ever. Hello, September. I'm wearing this Kirby shirt in honor of Kirby's 20th birthday. So just one more year and we get to go out drinking on the town. I bought this today, Kirby's 20th anniversary collector's edition. Comes with a booklet and a CD, it's awesome. Actually, I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I've got to listen to most of the CD, so it's pretty awesome. I don't have time to play games. There's no time. I get to do videos about video games, but I never have time to actually play video games, like other than what you see in the videos. It's pathetic. It's really bad. So anyway, like I was saying, it's September. I got a haircut. Finally did it. Last month was Eric month. I didn't put out as many videos as I was going to. I was gonna make like that video I talked about where it's all Eric stuff and I just got sick of myself, so I decided not to do that. Spare you that, maybe in the future. In any case, September, new stuff. Right now there's a light gun series on RetrowareTV. A lot of collaborators from RetrowareTV are putting out those videos, so I'm gonna give you a link to the main area where you can find the videos below, and then a link to my new video, which is out now on RetrowareTV.com. My video is all of the licensed NES Zapper games. So not all of them, but all the licensed ones. So there's a couple that I mentioned but don't really talk about. And the links for those other videos that I mentioned are also in the links below. One of them is Rue from 16-Bit Gems. He did a How Games Work video about the NES Zapper, and it's very good and it's very technical and informative and pretty much not the kind of stuff that I normally do. So check his out. It's got all your answers for how the light gun works and a lot of other interesting facts and some games, and I referenced that in the video, so you'll hear this again. But also Pat the NES Punk did a Chiller review, and that was one of the unlicensed NES Zapper games that I mentioned briefly in this video. So my video for September, all the licensed NES Zapper games, there's 16 of them, so I'm trying something a little new. This is an experiment, so hopefully it goes over well, but like I said, it's an experiment, so we'll see. So please give me your feedback, you know, constructive criticism always, whatever. But yeah, it's totally different. It's something new for me, going into uncharted territory or something like that. So I was thinking, how could I review 16 NES Zapper games, or even one NES Zapper game? I originally was gonna do Gumshoe, and I was thinking, how could I spend like an entire 10 minutes or however long on that one game? You know, it's possible, I suppose, but it's a Zapper game, so like how much can you really say about it? It's like, oh, the controls are really good. It's just you're shooting stuff. The point of the game is to shoot stuff, you're shooting stuff. It's hard to say a lot. So I figured what would be a good format for it. So I decided to do it kind of in the vein of a Let's Play, sort of. So it's basically me in front of the TV, and then I'm recording the video game footage at the same time, like I'm mic'd, and I'm syncing it all together. This is the biggest technical undertaking I've ever made myself do, so it was a beast editing this. So I hope it goes over well, but if not, you know, maybe I won't continue. But in any case, this video is going to be part 1 of 4, covering all 16 licensed NES Zapper games that I'm aware of, and if you're aware of more, let me know. I did a little research and I couldn't find anything about it anywhere else, but I ultimately came down to just Wikipedia, and I mentioned that in the video too, so I think it's a good list, so let me know if it's not. But as far as I know, 16 licensed NES Zapper games, and I cover 4 per episode. And each episode's about a half hour, so I've recorded everything already, and I was just editing the first part. I was like, there's no way I can make one massive video. I'm gonna have to cut this into parts, and I've avoided doing that in the past because I've seen, you know, even really popular people that when they cut their video into parts, it's like the first one's got a lot of views and then it goes down from there. People just lose interest. So I'm trying it, see what happens. Part 1, it's like 38 minutes or something like that, and then 2, 3, 4, whatever. So like I was saying, the format of it, I'm in front of the camera. Actually, the camera's pointing at the back of my bald head, and I'm playing the game, and I'm also making comments on the game with the mic. So the quality, the video quality, audio quality is really good. And on top of that, I threw another track with green screen. So I pop in from time to time with little informative bits and corrections for some of the stuff that I said, because a lot of these games I had never played before. So it was kind of a fun way to do it. I've seen Let's Plays like that, people playing them for the first time and stuff, and so I'm hoping that this would be a good informative way of doing a Let's Play. I don't know if it's a series that I'll continue, but I guess that's up to you guys. So just let me know what you think. Give me your feedback for sure, now more than ever, especially since it's an experiment. So you can check it out and comment on Retroware, and of course eventually I'll have it up on my channel as well within about a week, and you can comment on there as well. Or you can comment on this video when you watch the video on Retroware. You know, there's that. I hope you like it. It was fun making it. I recorded tons of just raw footage of me playing the game, and I tried to cut out most of the fat. It's a little fluffy, but then I cut in, you know, and I say, oh, here's some information that you might find interesting, or here's a correction for what Eric just said. And they're a little bit frequent early on, and they kind of spread out, and then at the end they're just like almost absent. I had a lot of other like pop-ins, you know, with me in front of the green screen planned, and some of them I was like, I think I'm getting a little too off topic, so I cut those out. So let me know. I mean, if you like it like that, I can put in more in the future and that kind of thing, so we'll see. Or less, I could put in less actually, you know, so let me know. If you don't like the pop-in thing, I thought it was a good way of like, you know, here's me being dumb playing a game I've never played, but also here's some like intelligent-ish commentary, like explaining what's going on, giving you some information, that kind of stuff. Of course, all the while trying to be entertaining, both in my live commentary and also with my scripted, pre-recorded stuff. So let me know what you think about that. This is part one. You could call it a pilot. I guess if it totally bombs, then I don't have to do parts 2, 3, and 4. And, you know, I'd like to do it if people like it. But if not, I mean, it is huge undertaking. Like, editing that much is insane. Like, I wish I could show you guys what my timeline looks like. It's a beast. It's a beast. It was most editing I've ever done for one video. It's insane. Anyway, I mentioned a few videos ago the Videocade Commentaries. The first episode, the pilot episode, we did Battletoads, and we did Mortal Kombat. I think it actually came out about the same time that I made my last video, and it was like right after I made it, so I didn't have a chance to mention it. So we did Mortal Kombat cartoon, Videocade Commentaries, and if you don't know what that is, that's just me, Lance, and Dan. Dan from Pixels to Plastic, Lance from RetrowareTV, and we're just sitting there like doing commentary, kind of like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing, with just typically bad, you know, cartoons based on video games, and Battletoads and Mortal Kombat are no exception. And now the new one out right now is Bubsy, links below. That was another pilot that never took off. It actually came out at the same time, roughly same year at least, as Battletoads. Must have been a bad omen because they both bombed, and pretty awful, but they're fun to watch, and you can watch them with us. Sit on the couch, just pull up a chair, popcorn, soda, beer, whatever. Watch it with us. You're welcome. You're welcome to hang out with us. Those are more frequent. As always, check out the awesome artwork. Freaking sweet. I love it. Dan's friends doing that, and it's so good. I love it. Anyway, I think I mentioned in my last video that I was going to be probably going to some more conventions this year. I was planning on going to the Portland Classic Gaming Expo, and I was also planning on going to possibly Comic-Con in New York in October, and both fell through for me. It's all on my end, and I wish I could have gone to both, but it's work. You know, I've needed at work right now, which is nice to be needed, but at the same time, can't go do nothing. Gotta go to work. Gotta do that, so, you know, such is life. So I won't be going to any more conventions this year, probably. The next one will probably be MagFest 2013, which happens sometime in the beginning of January. I don't know if they figured out the date yet, but as far as I know, I'll be going. So if any of you are going, stop by, say hi, and I'll see you there. So hopefully, as long as nothing else comes up, I should be going. And that's the plan, but you know how plans go, especially with me, so we'll see. I think, actually, I just lied. I went to a convention last night. Nerdtastic. I went to Nandescon, which is a anime fest that happens in Colorado. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but it happens in Colorado anyway. Metro area in Colorado. So I was there last night with a couple friends, my buddy Josh and my buddy Scott, and it was a fun time. You know, I used to be really into anime when I was like 16, around that age and stuff, and I thought it was really cool, and I just kind of gradually fell off, and I still like it, but I don't really watch it, and I haven't seen one since I can't even remember when, but just don't have time, basically. If I had time, I'd watch it. But anyway, so I don't know any of the stuff that I'm seeing there. People are wearing costumes. I'm like, I don't even know what that's from. But next year, I want to go, and I want to dress up. I'll keep you updated on that. It'd be awesome if I could do it. We'll see if I can pull it off. I'll let you know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. A year from now, something like that. So here's some pictures from that. it was a fun time. We actually weren't able to get tickets, so we just had to wander around in the lobby, which even though we bought tickets last time, that's pretty much what we did last time. We just people watched, and we saw some hilarious costumes, and it was totally worth it, even though we didn't have access to go to any of the cool panels and stuff like that. There was actually like a video game competition, which would have been really cool to go to, but of course, like I said, we didn't get there in time. Like, yeah, we didn't get there in time. We went to an Asian restaurant beforehand, and that was my idea. So once we got there, all the tickets were sold, so that's my bad. Sorry guys, my bad. Last year when we went to Nandescon, it was like everything was about that Pop-Tart rainbow crappin' cat, Nyan Cat, or whatever it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain it, but that was everywhere. People were bumping that song all over the place, and I was like, oh, okay, I've heard of this. This is kind of, after a while, a little much, but I was like, this year, I guarantee you, Gangnam Style. They're gonna be playing that all the time, and sure enough, of course, Gangnam Style. And that's track by Psy, you guys know. If you don't know by now, you've been living under a rock, because even I know, and I don't pay attention to nothing, but Psy from Korea, he's been on Today's Show, he's been on the Ellen Show, he's been TMZ, all kinds of stuff. So he's blowing up in America. So super catchy track. Like the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, this is pretty funny, it's pretty cool. But it's infectious, like it just sticks with you. And I finally you probably saw I had to favorite the video, because I keep bringing it up to show people. I'm like, I gotta just favorite this so I can instantly just go to it. Here, peep out this video. The video's hilarious. He's totally the guy after my own heart. Like, he does a line and then all of a sudden the camera zooms out and he's sitting on the toilet. That's exactly what I did in my toilet pet video. Love it, it's awesome. And it's a super catchy track, playing now probably if I can get away with it, I don't know. But the reason I bring that up is it was playing all the time. And me and my buddy Josh and Scott, we were sitting out in the parking lot in between the convention or whatever. And I don't know, we're playing the track, bumping it in the car, kind of hilarious. We couldn't get enough of it. We couldn't stop playing this track. I don't know. So out of nowhere, this guy comes up from the back, and like he's walking up behind my buddy Scott, and I'm like looking, I'm like, what's this guy about to do? He's like taking out something out of his bag, and I'm like, what? Something's going down, like what's happening? And then all of a sudden he throws on a horse mask.
He's an actual horse. Yes.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
That was awesome, man.
And he starts doing like Gangnam Style dance with a horse mask. There's the video, it's dark as hell, hilarious. I thought it was awesome. The guy is going to be a hit at that place if he's still there. I know the event just ended today, but anyway, awesome. It was brilliant. My buddy Scott, by the way, aka GamersUnite1981, newer reviewer, making videos. He did a nice review of TMNT, the link's below, peep it out. So this week, now that I've finally finished my NES Zapper video, part 1 of 4, tentatively, I'm gonna be working on the video game years 1981, recording my part for that. Wanted to have a podcast out this month, every month. I've tried to do it, but it's impossible when I'm so busy and I have to coordinate with other people, so it just hasn't happened yet. But the one from May is still pending, so we'll see what happens with that, sorry. So September's pretty well taken care of. I'll be mad busy. I really wanted to have part 1, 2, 3, and 4 of that Zapper video out this month. Totally unrealistic, there's no way I could do it. So I'm gonna wait and see what the response is. If people like it, I'll do part 2, 3, 4 over time, because it's huge. It's a huge undertaking, honestly, it's massive. So we'll see what happens with that. It's 16 games. I'm more or less doing quick little mini reviews on 16 games in one video, so it's gotta be broken into 4 parts, half-hour a piece. So September, done. I just released this video, and it's a little early to be doing this video again, but you know, the rest of the month I'm gonna be plenty busy, and I probably won't be releasing anything else, so I think this is a good time to do the update video. Next month, Halloween. So I'm tentatively going to be doing a collaboration, being vague about it again, because I don't want to promise something that doesn't end up happening, but tentatively going to do a Retroware collaboration for Halloween next month. And I may or may not do my own Halloween video. I guess if that collaboration doesn't end up happening, then I'll just do my own. And if that one ends up happening, I may still do my own. It just time depending, of course. It's always time. It's all about time. And as you know, there is no time. Anyway, I think that's all I got this month. So see you next month.
Oppan Gangnam Style.